How we doing, boys?
Doing good.
Hello.
Hello. Hold on, give me a second.
We are live.
You guys talk.
How do you think that the actress in this movie get their skin that pale? Right? It's like it's not even pink even. It's just like you have to never go outside ever, right?
Yeah.
Like how do you stay that?
It's not makeup, you're saying? It's just natural?
I don't think it's makeup. No, they used to they used to do it like that in the old days. Like people I don't know how they pulled it off, but you would have to be, I don't know, bro. It's interesting. It's different.
Your internet working? You know it is, Lynn.
So we watched Nosferatu.
What is JC doing? Does he know he has a show?
This is all fucked up. This is all fucked up. But
what are you doing?
Yes, we
what do you
watched
got back there?
I was just trying to sort. This is the movie that we watched.
Okay.
Right,
I see.
right.
Yeah. Cool.
For some reason,
are you ready?
My phone was playing ads.
You want to begin the introductions?
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
Oh yeah, that's my movie. I think it is time to host an
Welcome.
There you go.
To this week's
get closer
episode.
to the mic. You have to get closer to the mic.
Welcome to this week's episode where we watched Nosferatu from 1979.
77, I thought. Right?
I saw 79.
Oh, okay. I saw the
movie. Do we have a
dissenting
dissenting
roller disco
opinion?
porno? Is that the same one?
See, not the same thing. Not the same thing.
Not the same.
It was. This is a very, very exciting because this is a second movie we're watching by Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog, which we
all
love.
Mean about Werner. I'm walking off the show.
We love Werner Herzog. We love him.
And going into this,
don't mislead people because you say horrible things about Timothy Treadwell and Grizzly Man.
I love the idea of Werner Herzog.
You like the idea? Okay,
yeah.
Right. I watched this movie and I was sitting here and I was like, oh my god, Time's gonna hate me for picking this movie, and he's gonna hate the fact that I picked a movie that he just watched.
He has you cooked, JC. You go put everything through his filter now. Like you're like, oh, does Time like this? Oh, do I like it?
Well,
it's like he says you shook.
To be fair,
I picked it anyway.
He picked it first, I think. I believe he picked it first.
I'm just teasing you.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing
you. No, you're right.
Yeah, we all want Time to like what we like. Don't you know that? We all need it. And we know it's not going to happen. And that's why we need it. And that's where his power lies.
That's right.
That's right. But, so this is Werner Herzog's remake of the 1929 film Nosferatu. But it's also kind of interesting because they use all the names from the Dracula novel from by Bram Stoker.
Bram Stoker, yeah.
Bram Stoker. And so it's kind of just an adaptation of Dracula as well. But they threw the word Nosferatu in there and made him look like...
You mean like the Van Helsing and the Dracula and the Renfield? Like there's famous characters. They just... Maybe just to appease the audience and like, oh, I know who Renfield is. I know who... Like they know who they are, but they kind of like copy-pasted them onto the Nosferatu. And like I know, JC, you said that this film is like almost a shot-for-shot recreate. Like the 24 Nosferatu is almost... Like it very much parallels. Now, does this film parallel the 27 version? Does the same series happen?
Francis Ford Coppola?
No. Like the original 1927 Nosferatu has a sequence. Like this has a sequence, right? You start with Renfield, you go to the Carpathians, you come back. There's the rats. Do they do that in the 27 version too?
Yes, they do.
In the same. Okay, that's interesting.
Well,
that's very cool.
The events that play out are pretty much exactly the same. It's
because I was watching this movie and I'm like, the same series of events happened in a different way, right? Of course, in 2024 Nosferatu, right? So
but no, you read
that's cool.
If you watch Bram Stoker's Dracula, it's the same there as well. It's the same.
You're right.
It's the same story basically being told every time, just with like different sensibilities and different just like shooting styles and what they emphasize.
Like a retelling of a legend, right? It's the same legend, but like if you have different artists like recreate images from it, it's going to look different and stylistically different, which is the cool thing about it, right?
Yeah. I mean, like clearly the big difference with Werner Herzog's version is that it's a lot more... it's a lot like dialogue wise, it's a lot simpler. And the way it's shot, like it's all about like nature and like and the castle is just like very bare and
it's like a real
barren.
castle. That's why, right? Because they didn't build it.
Yeah.
It looks like. Which was
my
probably an
favorite-
economic choice, right? They had to. They couldn't afford to do it like that.
So they
But
just
it's
found
amazing
one,
that they do have the great like in scene of the Carpathians and the countryside. I think he did a really nice job of showing that stuff. Like I think the cinematography was really nice in this.
Oh, absolutely.
But there was a lot of technical problems, right? Like sometimes the scene would start and the actors would like the very first scene of the movie, right? There's like a pause before the speaking begins. It's just like it sounds like they began the take too soon or something.
Yeah,
Or maybe that's what he wanted to do.
So I'm just gonna fix this quickly.
All right.
But what was I going to say? I found this film to be, I mean, a lot different than the original, I'd say, and a lot different than the new one as well. But in a way, obviously, he was going to pick him to play Dracula after working with him like 3 times.
Right. And then
but I think he's just so bizarre in this role.
Oh yeah, he's fascinating, and like the way they played it, it was just like all those long scenes was just like the close up, and him just like he's just like, and then the other guy's like do that for like 20 minutes. But that's like the Gothic style though. That's like an homage to very romantic, like Wuthering Heights. I think JC's frozen. But
he is frozen, yeah.
That's the way like Emily Bronte and like that's the way like they romanticize stuff. So it's like almost like a portrait that's moving but still at the same time.
He's gone. Who's the guy that played Nosferatu? What would you say his name was?
Kinski. Klaus Kinski.
Strong says that they almost killed each other.
Oh yeah.
Do they not like each other?
Famous lunatic. You have got to watch the documentary that he made, that Werner Herzog made with Klaus Kinski about making a film in the jungle, and it's just insanity, and like
just hard to work with. Or
Kinski's running around. Crazy. He's just like a lunatic. Like can't even explain it. You kind of have to see it. And then this other actress, Isabella Adjani, I was just looking up. She actually was nominated for 2 Academy Awards, and
for this
she's
movie?
actually not for this one. But she's won a ton of she's a very highly regarded actor in France, and she's won a lot of awards. Like she's a very famous actor over there. I didn't realize it.
I loved her in this movie.
She was I couldn't stop. Like when she was on the screen, I'm like, I had to like put my, it's like interesting person, interesting actor. And like she didn't have to do a lot.
Are we talking about Isabel Adjani?
Yes.
Oh my God, is she gorgeous?
Oh my God!
Yeah. Right? Like I'm like, the skin is so like pale. It's just crazy, and the eyes, her eyes are nuts, right? So like just very commanding presence, and she just has to be there with her eyes, and like people will just stop.
Do you think she did a better job than Lily Rose Depp? Time?
Oh yeah, she's. Well, I mean, but this is someone who's been nominated for 2 Academy Awards at Johnny, and right, and she's won 5 Clios. So like she's like a very highly regarded actor already. Like
I'll say this:
by the time she gets to this,
I thought Lily Rose Depp's performance overall was better, even though I didn't like it. I thought it was better than this woman. But I thought this woman looked better, and like
I think
just fit the role better as well.
I think so. Yeah.
I think the language barrier is a big problem with the acting in this too. Like, I wish they would just like made it in German.
Well, they did.
If that's what they all speak.
There's
did.
2 versions of this movie. There's one shot in German.
I wish I had seen the German
English,
one. Yeah, because like I didn't. Sometimes it took me out of it with the.
That means he shot this movie twice.
Borat.
Like he shot the whole movie twice.
I didn't know that.
True.
That's fascinating.
That is wild. And there are scenes where you can tell that there's just German actors that are just overdubbed with English, but all the English actors, like Bruno Ganz, is German.
Right.
And you would like, I don't know if you do you know who Bruno Ganz is, Time?
I do not know.
Okay, let me bring a very famous scene of his up. You'll probably recognize him from this.
He played Hitler, right? In Downfall.
Damn it! You ruined it.
Oh, did I ruin it? I'm
ruined
sorry.
it.
JC, I had no idea you were going to say that.
Famous Hitler meme.
He's the famous Hitler meme. That's him. That's the guy. Yeah. Well, I
love Downfall.
That
is such a great movie.
Should I play the clip?
It's a movie. I didn't know that.
It is a movie.
Downfall is a banger. It's about the last days. They're in the bunker, right when the Allies are coming. It's just like the last 48 hours for Hitler, and it's just craziness. And like they're killing they're like giving the kids like poison to kill them because they don't want the Jews to catch them.
Is it a real movie?
Oh, it's a real movie. Downfall, 2004.
That's crazy.
It was nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, that's what.
That's him.
Which part did he play in Nosferatu?
He was the lead,
Jonathan Harker.
Jonathan Parker.
Yeah, that's him.
Es bleiben im Raum Keitel,
Jodel.
Jodel.
und
Bartov.
What?
Jodel.
I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen this scene
never
100
gets old.
times.
This meme never gets old, right? When you put your own subtitles under
It's
it.
great.
We should do this for 3 grandmas. We should do one of these.
We should do what? Which one of what?
I don't know. I'll figure something out.
I mean, he's
scene or the movie?
Subtitles.
Oh,
We just put in the subtitles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just put random subtitles in.
Whatever we want to put in there. Make them say it. You know?
Die gesamte Generalität ist nicht weiter als ein Haufen niederträchtiger, treuloser Feiglinge. Mein Führer, ich kann nicht zulassen, dass die Soldaten, die für Sie verbringen. Feiglinge!
I just love how stressed everyone is in the room.
Die Generalität ist das Geschmeiß des
They're
deutschen
like so fucking tense.
Sie ist ohne Ehre! Sie nennen sich Generale, weil sie Jahre auf Militärakademien zugebracht haben.
It's great. It's great. So yeah, that's Bruno Ganz.
Amazing.
That's
captivating.
That's funny.
That's this man right here.
And then he was also in The Last Days of Chez Nu, The Boys from Brazil, Luther, The Reader, Manchurian Candidate, 2004.
And can I just say,
he's been around. A lot of German stuff.
I didn't love his performance in Nosferatu.
I didn't either.
Yeah,
I feel like the language was a barrier for him. Like, it's
I
like he was
watched the
trying to
German version.
remember how to.
Yeah, like I want to watch the German version because I think a part of it, the problem is that the fact that all of the dialogue is overdubbed, even if the actors are speaking English. Like it's all overdubbed.
It takes you out of it.
Yeah.
And like maybe if they overdub, like I would sit down with Werner and I'd say, Werner, we have to redub this with modern technology and we have to make it sane because right now it's so stunted and it takes me out because it's so dreamlike. I love how this film feels like a dream.
Yeah.
From beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like Harker's like floating through, and like he does this in Nosferatu 2024. They're like floating through like a bubble through an environment. It's just like things are happening to them, and like they're under a spell the whole time, right? Because that's part of it. And I love how they captured that.
I love how green everything
I think that's
like whenever there's green in the movie, it is so bright green. It's not funny. It's crazy.
He understands color, like he understands like whatever film that Werner Herzog uses. He like understands how to capture. Like color, right? I feel like in all of he really understands the color editing. Like I feel like Grizzly Man is a good example of that too. Like he really makes all of the natural beauty pop against like the gray and the black and the dirt and the scary, right?
Yeah.
And like that wasn't as contrasting in the new Nosferatu.
No.
Right? You didn't have these bright scenes, right? Everything was just like the same.
Well, yeah, the new Nosferatu is very like black and gray because it's like a full gothic, like it's really
which is cool. Which is like
look.
you don't want
the
same thing. Yeah.
I also love the portrayal of the gypsies in this movie. I like it better than the 2024 version. Like the fact that there's a kid playing violin at the castle.
Oh yeah, that was so cool.
Welcome, Dark BMXers.
Welcome, Dark BMXers.
That scene where he's playing, and he's all fucking laid out. Banger.
It's great. Banger. They made Bruno Ganz like scale that tower like without safety.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
That is wild.
And he actually lowered himself on those bed sheets. I always think about the bed sheets. If you can tear them so easy, how the fuck can you like climb down there? Like I feel like that shit's gonna break on me.
I don't know. Maybe the knots, like you tie them in knots, that gives them strength or something. I don't know.
Well, JC, if you have to get down from somewhere, you can't just stay there. You have to try. So, like, I want you to try that and practice it for.
Yeah.
Well, there's an eventuality where you may have to do that. So train now.
Where I have to play Jonathan Harker and Nosferatu, and
you have to escape from a tower, or you have to be Jonathan Harker and Nosferatu.
Well,
when Werner Herzog does a
Nosferatu 2032.
Yeah, because like these days movies do everything practically, just like Werner Herzog. So,
and then who is this guy, Dark BMXer, in my chat, and he wants to ask questions about Ghost Monsters Live.
Excuse me.
Like what
Excuse
kind
me.
of like?
This
excuse me.
show.
This is not that show. We'll talk about that at that press conference, please.
Also, this movie had more rats than the new one. Like I remember like seeing all these. I remember seeing all of these like news reports about how many fucking rats they use for the new one. The amount of rats in this movie is insane.
Are these rats?
Are
they union rats?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I feel like if they look like all lab rats, they were all white, right? Like they just got them right from the clinic. But those poor rats didn't know what the fuck was happening.
They're white rats, but the color grade made them look green, which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
It made them look like gross and like green. And
you think he did that on purpose?
I think so, 100%.
Yeah,
I think also like he really wanted the green to pop like on the like all the foliage in the movie. So he's like, it's all right. The rats will be green. It's all good as long as we get those nice green.
They edit the color stuff on film. Like I understand digital.
Like they literally paint it. Like they.
Oh, the chemical.
Yeah, they use like chemical
combinations too.
Like they literally take the film and they chemically.
Is it a development process?
Yeah, it's like when you it's like
I have no idea how they do it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And JC's going to demonstrate that for us right now.
There's like a YouTube video, 45-second primer on old school film editing, color grades.
Obviously,
they didn't have MacBooks back then. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, if we prepared better, we would have that.
If you watch the,
just pop it into Adobe, right?
Yeah.
If you watch the movie Babylon, have you guys seen Babylon with Margot Robbie and a bunch of other people?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Which one is this? Remind me what it's about.
For some reason, I was thinking of Battlefield Earth, and I was really confused.
We should watch that. I want to start picking bad movies now. I have so much fun watching
John
bad
Travolta
movies.
With Elton John Travolta. Yeah.
Elton John Travolta. Yeah.
What was Babylon about?
Babylon was about 1920s, like Roaring 20s Hollywood.
Or no,
50s. Sorry.
I never saw it.
It was by Damien Chazelle, who did La La Land and Whiplash, and it was pretty good. There's a lot of great sequences.
You like that movie?
Yeah, I did like Babylon. Yeah.
Oh man,
did you not
I was so excited for that movie. No, I didn't like it at all.
No. Okay. Well, I really did like Babylon. I thought it was great. I thought the music was unbelievable.
I thought it was just bonkers.
It is bonkers.
It was just like it was so much happening. I'm like, this is not like La La Land. I mean, it kind of was, but then it kind of wasn't. I don't like.
Are you a La La fan? Are you a La La head?
I love La La. That's like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, La La Land's fantastic.
I'm just asking. I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
I like. Listen, I love a musical. You know me.
And his Neil Armstrong biopic as well, First Man, is like super underrated. I think. I feel like it got really.
Wait,
didn't he make
Flame Princess
Whiplash?
like La La Land too?
He did make Whiplash. Yeah.
Oh, Whiplash was one of my favorite movies too.
Whiplash is
she loves that movie.
Okay.
Yeah, she loves La La Land.
Did she like Babylon?
I don't think she finished watching it either.
Oh no, it's great. It's so good. Like, yeah,
I mean, I was excited because Brad Pitt's in it and Margot Robbie.
Yeah, it's really good. But what I was trying to get to is at the end of the film, they actually show the color process of film and how they like the.
Okay.
Right at the end.
Yeah, I'll give it a rewatch.
Should give it a rewatch. And what's his name? Tobey Maguire gives the most bizarre madcap performance in that movie. Like, eat another rat, which kind of relates to this film. I think just for the sequence with Tobey Maguire, like that movie's worth it to watch because he's just so weird in that film. Like Klaus Kinski is weird in this film. How did you feel about this portrayal of Nosferatu or Dracula?
See how it could be creepy too. Like it wasn't like so bad it was funny, but it was also like there was funny. Like there's a scene where like the guy's like, you have to put this man under arrest. And the guy's like,
oh yeah,
I don't know how to arrest anybody. And like, that's pure comedy. And like,
that was
people
like a
don't
comedy
understand.
bit.
Like, Werner Herzog loves comedy, bro.
Yeah.
And he put that in like a fucking routine.
He's like,
and I
take
love
him to
that
the cops.
scene.
The cops are all dead.
Like,
You arrest him. I don't know how to do
that.
it.
I think I'm taking you to the jail. He's like, well, you must arrest him. You work for the city. And I'm like, this is great. I love that. They should have put that in the new movie in a different way. I felt like it was really good.
So old. I was like, who's he pointing to?
Yeah. And I love the scene where Renfield like gives he's trying to hug Nosferatu. He's like cutting up to him, and then Nosferatu's just like slaps him away. He's like, go do this.
It was so awkward because he's like nestling up to him like a dog, and he's like, get away from me.
It's great. I loved it.
So oh my god! Can we talk about fucking Nosferatu running through the courtyard?
His cape is like flowing behind him.
Like this.
It's so good.
So fucking
Like,
funny.
he's always schlepping his own coffin too. I felt bad. He's like carrying his coffin around, and I love like that one scene from the bottom down when he's like creeping into his coffin. He had to load his own coffin into the wagon, and like he's like covering himself up like from the top. That's a great scene too.
I also loved like
So I love Klaus Kinski. He's a freak, man. I'm like it makes it work even though it shouldn't work. It just should be like stupid and silly, but it's like the silliness works. Like I believe that his version of Dracula is actually kind of silly, which is the way
good.
he is.
Which
Which is cool because it has like complexity to it. Like because in 2024, that Dracula was just like so powerful. He was OP, right? And this one I feel
creepy.
like was not like because like this guy wasn't like like when they go down to that scene
He's just a
like
freaky
in
weirdo.
24. Yeah, like they always have a scene where you go down to the crypt to find out what's the secret in the crypt, and like somebody gets gassed, like because Dracula pops out, right? And this one, like he wasn't a violent. Yeah, he doesn't like move fast. He doesn't attack people. It's all very slow.
Yeah,
and it's all very. He's not like supernatural wizard like the modern Dracula.
That's right. Yeah,
which is kind of interesting.
Yeah,
and cool.
And he's just very slow moving, and I love the scene where he sees the locket and he looks at the locket, and then he's immediately like, I'm signing the paper. Like it's like what, like simp
His
hours.
fucking fingernails.
Yeah, exactly. Did in the new one his name isn't Jonathan in the new one, but did he become a vampire in the end? Like in this one?
No.
I didn't think so.
And this one needs a sequel. Werner, call me. We're making Nosferatu 2.
Nosferatu.
Yeah. Let's get the whole cast back. Let's get
Nosferatu,
all the original actors back. Nosferatu.
Yeah.
I made that joke last time. Fuck you guys.
I'm sorry.
guys,
That's hilarious.
assholes.
Wait. We got to put that in
we
there.
got
That's better than Crow of the Cock or whatever.
Nosferatu 3.
Oh, God.
Every time she said that, I was like, "Do you mean no way? She means a chicken. She means a rooster." She does,
I know, but it's just funny the way they said it.
Is that like was that meant to be a double meaning? Because I mean, it kind of fits if it means it the other way.
Oh, you know how Werner is. He's fucking wild, bro. He's probably laughing behind like him and Kinski are blowing coke rails and like, let's make him say
Crow
you
the
have
cock.
to sit with the cock until morning. Like the way they said it was funny. Like there's a little. It wasn't just like you have to like be. It's like it was a funny thing. I forgot. I was gonna write it down.
What I also loved about this film compared to the new one is like in the new one, Jonathan and Lucy. I can't remember her name in the new one. This is how I remember this story is Jonathan and Lucy because I like Dracula. But what I was gonna say was like in the new one, they have these long conversations and like long conversations about like her feelings and the fact she's having terrifying dreams and stuff. In this one, she's like, I had a bad dream. And he's like, oh, you're probably just you're fine. You're fine. You're probably.
You know what? Sleep it off.
And then you just gaze at each other. There's a lot of gazing.
I love that.
They're like, not even God can break our love apart.
Yeah, exactly.
It's wild, man.
And
it's the same dialogue as the new version. Just 90% of it is cut out.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so simple.
There's so much silence. I'm like, what the fuck?
There's a lot of they're just like looking at each other for a long time in this movie, which is something that they wouldn't do nowadays.
Well, the 27 version is a silent film. It has no dialogue. Like the only time there is dialogue is when like words show up on the screen. Like
right, and I feel like Herzog wanted like more homages to the 27 thing, so he had those silence pockets.
Yeah,
because it was a silent film, right? So like it's kind of like a throwback to have just like the actor or the actress just like staring at the camera, like that's silent film stuff. And I feel like he kind of like transposed
my favorite scene in the movie values. I think is the scene when what's her name, Lucy, is in the bathroom and she's standing in front of the mirror and the door opens and there's like his shadow is there, but he's not there because you can't see him in the mirror.
Yeah,
and then he shows up in the
really
shot, and then he leaves the shot.
Yeah,
like the door opens again, and then his shadow like disappears.
Is he gone? Oh, there he is.
And it's like crazy. Like I don't know how they did that. Like how they got that large shadow to make
probably
it look,
a bunch of mirrors.
It was pretty genius. Like the way they did it. Because he just shows up in frame, but he's not in the mirror, and it's wild. Like how they got that done, and without
a lot of cool shots in this.
Yeah,
like there's the time lapse. They have that nice time lapse. They have the castle, and he just set the cameras up, and it just time lapses, which was really innovative. Like in '79 or whatever.
The funny thing about that shot is you can see the crew on the. You can see the crew show up in the table because it's.
Oh, that's not good. Werner. Well, he probably had to use it because he had. That's all he had, right?
Yeah,
and you can't redo it.
You can see little people in the castle, like as it's.
Little people.
Yeah,
oh shit,
people, because the castle's
maybe
big.
Dracula's minions.
But there's another little gap like later on, where it's basically just a tracking shot of a carriage like running by, but in the bottom right you can see like the legs of a fly that was on the lens, and he just kept it in. Like
I didn't catch that. Seriously, that's very, very. You have a really good eye because like I'm watching it and like it must have went right over my head. But that's true. You like, you shouldn't have shit on the lens cap, right?
Little things like that. It was either like.
But then it gives a character, though, right? It makes it feel like somebody made it, and not just some fucking robot nowadays in Hollywood where that would never happen, and you could never happen.
But also
now it can happen in this world.
But also back then you couldn't just like preview your footage on a little screen like on your phone because it's a film camera. You'd have to develop it before you knew what it like turned out like. And then once you got it, you can't just like they'd have to set up they'd have to go all the way back and set up the shot again if they wanted to fix it. You could just do that in 1979. Like
transport heavy fucking reels of fucking plastic and film, giant canisters, and like you get lost. And I don't know how anybody made a fucking movie back then.
Crazy.
Imagine. Like how tiring it is now. Imagine then, then there's all the physical components because everything's analog and manual, and you need a lot of people. And
and this came out the same year as Star Wars. And no, Alien. Sorry, not Star Wars. Alien's 1979. Star Wars is 77.
Yeah.
But like you see films like that, and it's like how did they even do that back then with film cameras instead of like digital
fucking models, right? That's all done with like models, like they build the models for all the spacecraft and like, I guess and
there's a few other things like I prefer in this version compared to the new one as well. Like I love the new one. I think the new one's great, and I think the way that film is paced and like tells its story, and I love the acting in that one a lot more than this one. But I love the way they portray the Black Plague in this film and how the town slowly just like starts decaying. Like I feel like in the new one the streets were still bustling even while the Black Plague was going on. But in this
people were walking around.
Yeah. In this one, everyone's there's no one around except for like the last few people who have a Last Supper dinner and are dancing around. I love that shot as well as she's walking through the crowd of people who are dancing and celebrating their last moments. That shot is just beautiful. And I just love the way decay or the way that the Black Plague decayed this town is portrayed. Like people start boarding up their windows, and you don't see people boarding up their windows. It just starts happening. Like it's I love it. I love
and then they all sequence. Go crazy, right? They're under some psychosis because they're like celebrating, and they kind of like it's very good.
I think the biggest downgrade is Van Helsing in this film. Like,
oh yeah, they wasted that role on like it was nothing.
Yeah.
It did nothing.
He's just like, yeah, she's fine. It's just it's all good. And
I think Werner Herzog wanted to give more things for the actress to do, right? Because at the end, like, she's the one who goes into like the fucking rat nest.
Like you just
Which must have been a fun day to film.
oh my
right?
God, yeah.
You having to walk through all the rats in a long gown like that. They're climbing up the gown.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you're standing in rats, they're gonna get in the gown.
And she just steps over them and walks in to the castle.
Cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
Very, very cool as a cucumber.
It was awesome.
Legit.
The second, like when she steps over the rats to get into that building, she doesn't look. She's just like stepping. I'm like, I think she stepped on a couple of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then when she's in the interior, she looks, and I was like, did they have computers back then? How did she not look the first time? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's awesome. And I mean, I could just keep talking about some of the shots in this movie. Like, there's a shot where at night where he gets picked up by the carrot. Like, the gypsies say there's no carriages that go to the castle, but then he's walking, and it's like almost looks like he's in a cave. Like, there's water in the like there's water by the side, and there's a light shining like around the corner. It looks like he's in a huge cave. It's just like it
is amazing.
Yeah, it's like
location that he found to do those road scenes in Transylvania, like all those scenes, like the village and like the roads, and like I feel like that was better actually than the 2024 version, which was great. But that was so artificial and made up. This felt like a real place.
Yeah.
And like a place I would love to see, a fucking trail with a fucking cave system. You know, it's interesting. It's got a natural tunnel. You
it's
know?
awesome.
It's really cool.
The fact that the cat, I don't know if it was a tunnel or if he's just like shot it so that it's like all black in the background, and you can't see that far. But it looked like he was in a cave and got picked up by the carriage in a cave.
Oh yeah,
like
I think he must have been
bustle.
like some sort of like, or a waterfall. Like maybe there's an overhang rock, right, and then the waterfall's here, so it's not a cave because it's still open on the side.
Yeah, but it's just dark, so it looks like it is. Like
yeah, and it looks really cool. It just looks mysterious and magical, like a place that he built, like you would want to build nowadays. And this movie is free, by the way, chat. It's on all
YouTube.
The streaming services.
I'm showing it on YouTube.
It's on
right
YouTube.
Now.
It's on Prime. Like you can watch this movie for free. So yeah.
In fact, in Australia, the only place you can watch it is YouTube. It's on none of our streaming services.
I think it's on Tubi. You know, like over here, it was on a bunch. Like you have to watch a couple ads, but not too many. That's
it. Look at him. He's just so weird looking. I love it, and I love when he.
I know, but he looks like he could be a thing. Like it looks like he was somebody who like suffered from the plague and barely made it, never left the house. He doesn't look as like monster scary.
No.
Like he doesn't look. Like it looks like it could be a real thing.
He looks like
right?
he looks like a guy that has actually lived for 900 years and is just so like broken down by time. Like that's the vibe I get.
It was pretty interesting.
Very weak. Yeah,
it's pretty interesting that there was just no mystery to him.
No,
like right away they show him.
Yeah, like he just opens the door and he's like, "Hey, Dracula."
Yeah,
like, yeah, come in.
You must be tired. You want some chicken soup? Everyone's on vacation. Let's sleep in a chair tonight, and I'm going to lick your fingers.
I love that he just like,
and he's just like watching him eat. He's like eating his steak, and he's like pretending like this guy's not like.
And he doesn't blink the whole time. Like the whole time.
What's good? I'm like, are you good?
Yeah. The whole shot. Like he obviously he was directed not to blink like in any scene. Because if you watch any singular scene, he doesn't blink.
Oh shit.
Yeah, at all.
I noticed that.
Like it's crazy.
I love the fangs too. I love the fangs are just like right here, like that. Instead of like the traditional ones are like the pointy ones like that.
Yeah.
And they look like, oh, that could be a thing. Like maybe he did have fucked up front teeth. Like it's just like one thing, right?
I love the scene when like he wakes up and he goes to like there's a dead chicken like. And he just like grabs something underneath it and starts eating it. I'm like, why? Why would
he's
you
under
do
the
that?
spell of Dracula?
Yeah.
I think he's like being manipulated psychologically. I think
that's why he doesn't push
right?
back against him. Also, there's like obviously some homoerotic themes going on, but there always is like in Dracula adaptations. There always.
I don't think it's homoerotic because he's a monster. It's not two men. It's a monster and a man, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't push back.
I'm wondering. She doesn't push back either.
Well, no. Well,
Like she doesn't really like she's like stun locked. Like she wants to run away or scream or whatever, but you can tell like what Dracula's real power is just like keeping you there.
Are you talking about the final
engaged.
scene? Like, are you talking about?
I'm just talking about when she meets him the first time, right? When they for the first encounter, and she's like, "Our love, God, even love." God can come between our love, and like she's telling Dracula that it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
And Dracula's like, I'll be back in a day.
Yeah,
and it's gonna happen.
But no, she does it because
Dracula's
to kill
like,
him.
don't
right?
worry, I'm gonna be here on a Tuesday, and it's gonna be great, and you're gonna love it. And I'm just gonna sit at night all night with my hand on your boob and my face on your neck, and that's gonna be it. And you just have to lay there, and it's gonna be
she
creepy.
just takes it. But because she has to, because she's saving this town.
She loves it.
No, she doesn't.
She loves it.
She doesn't.
She loves the power
over him.
She loves the power imbalance. She doesn't like that she likes it, but she likes it, and she doesn't like that she likes it, and that makes her like it more, right?
Yeah,
because she knows that
there is a scene. There's a shot where like Nosferatu, he's packed up all the coffins, right, and there's a shot where
rats,
rat and then there's a shot where all the coffins are on a raft down the river, and for a second I was like, is this movie's version of the Demeter? Like it's just gonna be like a raft on a river? But no.
It's a little raft with like a guy on it.
Yeah, but also they're like the customs people are like, oh, we have to check these caskets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just like experimental agriculture. They open it up and there's soil. Great, that's fine. That's tracks. But then all the rats.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it looks good. Let's ship these rats to Vidmar and get them there as soon as possible.
Well, they didn't realize the rats was dangerous at the time. They thought the plague was from other shit.
Yeah, but that's not what the manifest say. It doesn't say a casket full of dirt rats. It says scientific supplies.
I'm sure they were like,
I'm gonna talk to customs agent. I'm gonna be like, this is not what the manifest says, Jerry. I don't think we can send this to Vidmar. We're gonna have to send it back or call somebody.
I'm sure the rats were already on. I'm sure there were rats already on the ship. I'm sure they're used to rats.
The whole world was rats back then. Like rats. Everything rats.
I love that the captain ties himself to the what's it called, the steering wheel, because he knows he's gonna die, so he keeps the steering wheel steady so that they can make
Gotta go down with the ship.
Yeah.
That's what a captain has to do.
Yeah. Poor Demeter. I did notice the ship's name was not the Demeter in this movie. It was called the Contaminer, which I thought.
Why did they do that?
Which I thought was very.
They have all the other.
That's a little too on the nose for me.
Yeah.
Right.
It was called the Contaminer.
Like they have all the other. Like they have all the other names, right? But then there's that one thing, like that's just Werner.
Demeter, yeah.
That's Werner being Werner.
Yeah, he's like, we gotta call.
Didn't they make a movie recently called The Demeter?
The Voyage of the Demeter, and that is just a horror movie. That's just that part of the book, like literally just Dracula.
People told me it's okay too.
I've heard
I don't know anything about it.
I heard it was
okay. It wasn't in like it's not on the level of the Nosferatu 2024, but I think it's like an entry point for people who maybe that film is too sophisticated. And I don't want to say it like that, but like maybe they want a simpler, like maybe they don't want to do 3 hours of fucking gothic romance and
Oh, I love this shot of the castle.
I was telling Time before. There's a lot of Emily Bronte in these films,
Yeah.
There's a lot of like all of that romanticism and like and it's so like it makes sense. Because in that time period, a lot of the motivations of the characters,
absolutely,
are different.
Yeah. Did you guys watch the Dracula TV series with the Stephen Moffat Dracula TV series with who else was in that? Hold on.
I don't think so. I don't think I know about that.
You should watch it. The last episode sucks, but the first two are pretty good.
You're talking about the Interview with the Vampire?
No. It's you know Stephen Moffat, who made like Sherlock and
No,
I didn't know about that. It's on Netflix.
You know what,
Pythagoras is on Netflix. Hi, Pythagora.
Hello, Pythagora.
It's a miniseries. It's 3 episodes long. It stars Claes Bang as his name is Claes Bang.
Clay Aiken.
Damn, that's gangster.
It's awesome, and he played.
I'll watch it if Clay Aiken's Dracula.
And it has Dolly Wells as well. She's fantastic as Sister Agatha. And it's just like
I don't know who that is.
It's a weird sort of.
Is it British?
It's British. Obviously,
British version.
Yeah, it's British.
Takes place in London, or does it still take place in the same locations?
The last episode is set in London, but it's set in modern London. It's hard to explain. Like it flips the story in some interesting ways. That I recommend.
Cool.
The last episode kind of overcooks it, but episode 1 and 2 are really solid. And I really like why I brought it up is like I really like that adaptation of the Demeter sequence. In that movie, it becomes kind of like a murder mystery. In that series, like the middle episode is basically a murder mystery on the Demeter, and I mean
they Sherlock it.
Yeah, they essentially they Sherlock it, and there's like just it's just some interesting stuff going on in that. So if you ever get a chance,
Agatha Christie.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance, I'd recommend watching that for sure. I don't know if anyone else has seen it.
I would recommend people may not agree with me, but I thought the Salem's Lot remake on HBO that came out this year was not a bad vampire film. If you enjoy vampire films, like it was some good stuff in there.
Was that Mike
it's
Flanagan,
entertaining.
or was that someone else?
I don't recall who made it, but it was not bad.
Okay.
Like I've seen like a lot of but it was not bad.
Okay, let me have a look.
It was fine. It's not like Rush Out. But if you're looking for if you're in the mood for a horror movie, but you don't want if you want that genre, it's doable. It's watchable. There's some creepy, scary parts in it. For sure.
And it's funny because there's some vampire movies I want to recommend, but if I say the movie, then it spoils the fact that it has vampires in it.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
Spoil it. You know what? It's more important people see it.
Okay.
No, I'm serious, JT.
Okay, later on in the review, I'll just have...
I always got him to do it. Time, did you see him? He was like, I'm going to do it right now.
I know what you're right saying this.
I'll leave a gap.
I'm going to say it.
I'll leave a gap, make everyone forget what I was saying, and then I'll bring up
exactly.
randomly
Slip
bring
it
up
in.
the movie, and then that'll recommend it. See what I mean? Then
that's
people won't know there's vampires in it. But yeah, I don't know if you guys know
Dust
which
Till Dawn, that's a good one.
But that's the other one that like that movie kind of
The Tarantino script, right?
Yeah. Man, I want to.
There's a TV show. There's a TV series called Dust to Dawn on El Rey, which is director's TV. I don't know if that's still around or anything. I never saw it, but that sounds like it would be fun to watch.
Also,
I don't know if it's any good.
I mean, What We Do in the Shadows is fantastic.
Has no vampires, true.
Yeah. Fantastic.
What We Do in the Shadows is amazing. The movie and the TV show.
Both of them.
And you can watch both and not like it won't fuck it up because it's two different
one's set in
parallel tracks.
Yeah, one's set in New Zealand and the other one's set in the US. But they're both really good.
What is it called? Zealand? What
New
is that?
Zealand.
New. Where is that?
That
sounds like a made-up place.
It's a little bit.
Where's
east
Old
of
Zealand?
Australia? I don't know where Old Zealand
That's a good
is.
question.
Yeah. I think
Dark
it's in
should know
Germany.
this. Where's Old Zealand?
I don't know. He's like, he just trolls me now. That's all he does. He does nothing nice to say. He just trolls me and leaves. But that's but that's how I came into this world on Twitch as a troll, and so I deserve it, and I understand.
This scene was great when he grabs the locket and and then immediately is like, okay, I'll sign the contracts immediately. Oh, I'm gonna have to work out how to get back because he's just like simping over.
I would like to see JC.
girl.
I want to see Klaus Kinski's Nosferatu and the other new guys, and I want them to perform together.
Ooh, tandem
Both being
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu at the same time.
Oh man,
Is Klaus Kinski
Just
still
looking
alive?
at each other. I hope so.
Let me have a look. I don't know.
We get all the Nosferatus in one room. Like Christopher Lee. We could get Christopher Lee's Dracula. That's the most famous Dracula, the Christopher Lee version of Dracula,
he is
right?
definitely dead. Is Christopher Lee. God rest his soul.
He's a wizard. He can't die. He's around. He'll be back. He's ascending.
Klaus Kinski died in 1991 at the age of 65.
God.
Ooh, close.
Damn it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Just missed
He
him.
died.
And then who played Renfield? That little weirdo.
He wouldn't stop laughing.
I just love that. He was
everything he said.
Like I feel like a lot of play a crazy person roles have been like adopted from like his portrayal of the laugh and stuff. That was pretty interesting. And like, but he didn't do anything really scary either, right? He was just like holding a jar of flies or a box of flies. Nobody really killed anyone, right?
No.
It was just like a lot of like, you know, there was a little blood sucking, but nobody actually got killed,
well,
right?
Van Helsing killed Dracula in the end with the stake.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you know, he's a demon from hell, JC. I don't think we count that as a kill.
Yeah. I also love the
Dracula didn't kill anybody. Why did they have to kill him? He was just like, give him some blood, let him suck on your neck, and like let him chill. Like this Dracula, I can work with.
But he brought the plague, Prag.
He's not hurting anybody.
He brought the plague.
Yeah, well, you know, he's trying to get Renfield work.
Yeah.
Like Renfield's like, what do I do? And he's like, take the rats to Minsk. Go ahead, head to Belarus. I'll meet you there. And Renfield like, okay, I'll set up over there. He's not coming to Minsk, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to Belarus.
What was it? What was I about to say? I've lost it.
I like when Renfield comes to him and then Nosferatu pushes his face away. You remember that scene when like he finally Renfield finally catches up to him, and like he's just sitting here like this, and he's like, "Oh, what do you want me to do?" And he's like, "Go to Minsk," and he like pushes his face.
I also love because it's a bit of a parallel to when Jonathan arrives at Lucy's friend's house. And she's like, Lucy, she comes out and she gives him a hug, and then he just pushes her away, and he's like, who is this woman? And it's like, and he's just like, pushes her away.
Welcome, Short Stack. Right. Welcome, Short Stack 55. So sorry for having to raid and run. Have an amazing podcast.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for the raid. And like Short Stack 55, I know about this guy. Welcome to the show. Our community is Stacks of Gamers, also known as SOG. My name is Short Stacks, and you can call me Stacks for short. We're pun intended. I'm a dwarf variety streamer, really a social gamer. Thank you, Short Stack. Thank you so much. Thank you, my guy.
I'm trying to pick his nose.
Thank you so much.
Trying to pick his nose.
I want, like, if I could. I think in the future, you're going to have the AI model that you want, right? Like some people are going to want Woodstock from Snoopy for their AI. I want Klaus Kinski's Nosferatu to be my AI. When I wake up, I want a hologram of Kinski in the kitchen. I want to eat my breakfast, and he's just going to watch me. And I'm just going to be like, oh, you know. And I'm like, what's the weather like today? And he's like, oh, it's going to be chilly, you know. It's like, bring a jacket, right? Like, you know, can you craft a poster for Ghost Monsters Live for me? Of course. I know exactly what you
get right onto it.
That's what I want. I want a robot Klaus Kinski Nosferatu in my house.
And you can just hear him tapping on the keys with his long nails.
Imagine if he was behind me right now, just like chilling behind me, just like, you know, just like in the corner. That'd be great.
That's funny.
I also I love at the end when Jonathan like stands up and he can't move past the communion circle, and he's just like, look at this mess. Can you just clean it up?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. That was so funny.
And he quickly like steps aside.
As soon as she cleans like the little side from the movie, he's like, huh?
And she's like, what are you doing?
I feel like they had a lot of fun making this movie.
Yeah. I want to know, Time, after all this discussion, did you actually like this film?
Not really.
Oh, God, you are so obsessed with his opinion.
I am. I want to know.
Why are you so obsessed?
It was okay.
But you don't give a shit even what I think anymore, JC. And that's how he got you.
Well,
that's how he got you.
This?
He was right.
Did you like this?
It doesn't matter what
I do.
You know I love it. You know I like everything, JC.
You like everything, Werner.
You know I like everything. We have to get a Discord link. Why don't we have our exclamation point set up so that we can like just do this stuff, right?
We have actually liked the ending of this movie better than the original, than the new one. I'm sorry, the newest one.
I thought I wasn't gonna like this movie,
and you did,
but then it grew on me. Yeah, it really did.
It was okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
I really liked it.
There are things I really liked from this one, and then things I really liked from this 124.
Just
you can put them together,
make it perfect.
Maybe, yeah.
Pacing of the new one and the acting of the new one.
Oh yeah,
and then some of the ending and the sensibilities of this one. Yeah, I'd love that. Mm-hmm. Someone do that, but I don't think we need another Nosferatu. I think we're done.
We don't.
I think we're done with.
Yes, I'm making Nosferatu.
There's so many.
2031.
Yeah, I'm gonna have all the Nosferatus in it, and like that's gonna be the thing. It's gonna be oh, I'm Nosferatu. I'm like, no, I'm Nosferatu. And he's going to be like, I'm
Nosferatu.
And they're going to fight. No, and then they're going to have a wizard fight. And it's going to be sick. And they're like, we
They're
need
not
blood.
wizards, though.
And they have to work together because they need blood because they don't have any blood for each other. And they're like, okay, guys, let's take a truce and we're going to get some blood. And they go riz, right? They go riz some beautiful ladies. And then they go back to the fucking fight. You'll watch this. You're gonna love.
Are they risen the same lady or they're different ladies?
Oh, they each have their own like
story.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no. There's a redhead, a blonde, and a brunette for each. You know, Neapolitan.
They all have the same.
It's a love story.
They all have the same facial structure of his late wife, like from years ago.
Right.
But
they're just beautiful women. They're just beautiful.
Do you think like his wife was just beautiful, and then he just sees someone who just happens to be beautiful? And is like, that's my wife. I'm coming to get her. That's my wife.
Or his wife is just hideous, but he just thinks that's what she looks like. That looks just like my wife, like dead on, dead ringer. Has to be
her. He just picks a really beautiful woman, and that's it. I love that. I love that idea. I'm gonna have to.
Thank you for the raid again, Short Stacks. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So I will say that.
You see what you do to yourself?
I've heard the.
It's how long is it? It's like 250 pages.
I was trying to make a joke. I was joking about Hotel Transylvania being the most accurate novel, accurate adaptation.
It might be.
Maybe it is.
You're out of control.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's exactly like.
Maybe the whole time Adam Sandler was right. You know,
like he wrote the movie.
Yeah, he wrote the movie himself.
Can you imagine Adam Sandler sitting at a desk writing a script? Like just
He had to have written a movie, right?
Has he?
He had to have.
Let me have a look.
Someone Google it.
Who?
Adam Sandler.
Jamie, check that out, please.
Has he written a script? Has he sat down behind a keyboard?
I mean, he's gotten a credit for it, JC. Has he actually written it? No. He probably has credit for it, though. Like
I'm going to look.
He gets, like, all these fucking writers from the fucking Comedy Store to come in for him.
Yeah, credits are credit.
Like, remember that guy who wrote Grandma's Boy? Have you ever seen that movie, Grandma's Boy?
I hate that movie.
Right? You know that movie?
Yes, I know of it.
You don't like that movie?
I hate the fucking movie.
Okay, well, that guy who wrote that does a lot of Adam Sandler's
I mean, he did write.
Why do you hate that movie? That was a funny movie. I thought. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I have to revisit.
He did write the
screenplay
from the avant-garde masterpiece Jack and Jill. So we've got that to thank.
Oh,
he did write that. Al
Pacino's in it.
Dunkachino.
Pretty big movie.
He wrote Hotel Transylvania too. He wrote it?
Yeah. See, there you go.
Of course he did, bro. Him and 19 other people. He wrote it. Like 8 other fucking guys in a room wrote it together.
He wrote Happy Gilmore. He wrote Billy Madison. I didn't know that.
He wrote the good ones.
He wrote Big Daddy. He wrote Little Nicky.
Waterboy? Oh, Little Nicky's a good movie, though.
JC, you can write
Little Nicky's a good
Happy
movie.
Gilmore. Hold on. JC, you have the capacity to write Happy Gilmore. If you look at that script and break it down.
I don't know.
Yeah, but you have to look at, like, it's just a collection of things, right?
Yeah,
and so if you look at the thing, like, you'll see it's not that complicated. You have to create the funny jokes, though. You have to have the zingers. But the structure is a classic romance narrative in 3 parts, right? This is a classic 3-penny opera, and like anyone can write it. It's not
does JC have the knowledge to bring on
Bench Boys,
Bob Barker, and getting him punched in the face?
Yeah, he can do that.
Is Bob Barker still
Australian Bob Barker, though?
No, he doesn't.
That's what I thought. Oh my god! How would I have the knowledge to bring someone back from the dead? Time.
Who would you bring back? If you can bring one person back from the dead, not associated with yourself, obviously, because you do family, but a celebrity or historical figure.
Political figure.
Fucking know.
Historical figure, not political figure.
Che Guevara. I don't know. Anyone.
Che Guevara. You wouldn't, bro. You would not bring Che Guevara back.
Why
bro.
not?
And Che Guevara would like
be sick.
He would tie you up and take everything and leave immediately. Yeah. Che Guevara would like. You're gonna stop harassing Che Guevara, bro.
I don't know, man.
It wouldn't be like a beautiful woman from like history. Like, who's the most famous dead actor that's a woman?
Aubrey Hepburn.
What's the one that I
Audrey
love?
Hepburn?
No.
She's pretty.
Yeah, I'm not bringing
Rita
Audrey Hepburn back.
I'll bring back Rita Hayworth.
Rita Hayworth.
Rita Hayworth.
Who's that one in...
I can't really think of anybody.
Who's that one in Rear
Is that
Window?
sad?
Who's that one?
Oh,
What's her name? The one.
I don't remember anything anymore.
Rear Window.
Pythagoras. Who's in Rear Window?
he would know.
He would know.
We should make Pythagoras in charge of research,
Kelly,
right?
Yeah.
Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly.
Beautiful
She was a
woman.
princess, right?
Was she?
From Monaco.
Oh.
Yeah, they made her Princess of Monaco.
Grace of Monaco. Princess of Monaco, wife of.
It was like Brigitte Bardot.
Rainier.
Brigitte Bardot was pretty poppin'.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're just being lascivious.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna name
Pretty women.
what's up, pretty girl? Her name. Real because Short Stack 55 loves us, and he's like, "Oh, we need like help, like making our podcast, and we're professionals." Guess what, Short Stack? You have 1,000. You have 1,000 followers. What do we have? Like 18
Probably,
followers.
something like that.
Yeah.
We're enjoying it.
But thank
Has
you.
he been in chat?
I'll help you.
No, just
I'll help you do anything you want to do. I'll help you do
radio.
anything. Just call me on the Discord, hit me up, and we'll help you make what you want to make. That's what we like to do. I'll show you how to do this. JC,
So
you guys ready to
in
rate?
the end, yeah. What would you? I mean, actually, Time is meant to be doing this today. This is he.
I heard Flame Princess. What's wrong with Flame Princess? I heard her.
What'd you say? She didn't. Nothing.
I heard her.
You can't hear her.
What's going on with her? Are you?
You can't hear her. She's
I
not
can
real.
hear her. Listen, we have she's my super mod. It's like,
Oh my
you know,
God,
like
so
we're in the
stupid.
early
That's so
mornings. It's
stupid.
4:30 a.m. I'm
That's so
streaming
fucking stupid.
FIFA Division 3. Who's there? Flame Princess, and we're talking.
And then
for
I yell
hours
at her
and hours
and
and
go, turn the
hours.
fucking iPad off. I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, you have to hear like Billy Joel songs at full
heard it
fucking
last
blast
night. I was
over and
like-
over and over. Like, stop listening to Neil Diamond, Prag. What are you doing, you fucking idiot?
It's midnight.
Depeche Mode over and over.
I'm sitting up in the bed. I'm playing Blatro on my Steam Deck, and I'm like
You
kind of
hear
falling
it.
asleep, but kind of not. And then I
You
just hear
hear it.
singing, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is singing?" And then
Yeah, I like to sing, JC.
She has
I like
an
to
iPad
sing.
open. I'm like, "Who is it?" I'm like, I don't want to wake
Plus,
her
I have
up.
the new microphone, JC, with the what is it? The condenser mic, so it
condenser
picks
mic,
up the
yeah.
whole room, so I can just like wander to the fucking bathroom and people still hear me.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's
"Oh,
wild.
that's fucking pride. God damn it."
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. I streamed for 14 hours yesterday. I was looking. It was broken up.
That's crazy.
It was like 14 hours.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
It's not that
That's impressive.
great. I mean, I got to the highest level I've ever gotten in FIFA, and I'm proud of
Yeah,
myself
congratulations.
because it's hard as fuck, bro. Division 3 is an emotional place.
I'm replaying Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 because
Oh, you are?
there's the new ones.
Nice.
coming
I
out.
want to see you play it. I want to see you play these games because I know you're really good, and I want to see somebody flow. Like the best thing about watching Tony Hawk is when somebody's really good and they never like. I fall down constantly, and I have to like restart.
I fall
Right?
down.
I
I'm
fall
constantly.
Down. I fall down.
I
plenty
know,
of
but
times.
like you
I
can
fall
go
down.
for a while,
Yeah.
but you can go for a long time,
Yeah.
right? And that's fun to watch.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'm not perfect at Tony Hawk. I'm rusty. I haven't played in a
do
while.
you
but-
think they were lying to us when they said that they didn't sell enough copies of Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remastered to make 3 and 4? Do you think they were just fucking with us? 'Cause
They
I
are
think
making 3 and
They
4.
are making 3.
I know they are, but
Oh.
the story
But
was
they didn't make
like
I
2
don't know.
years
I heard
ago.
the
They're
story.
like, "Oh,
But
are
it's
you gonna do
wrong.
the other ones like American Wasteland and all that stuff?" And they're like,
I don't
"Oh,
remember them
we
ever
can't
saying
do it."
that. I don't remember them ever saying that.
They
I read a review. I
They-
read an interview.
they probably
and-
didn't make
and-
enough money
and-
for them,
Mm.
but I'm sure they made enough money.
Yeah.
I
You
think
know what
they're
I mean?
full of shit
Yeah.
because like they have the assets. They basically they outsource it to a company to like do the remaster and stuff. But they should remaster it because it's a great engine
the last
and
one-
it feels great. And I have the first one.
The last
that
one was
remastered.
basically,
It's amazing.
Last one was Vicarious Visions, which they're like a legit company and they're not just like some remake
Right, yeah.
company. But this
I
one,
know, and I didn't say it's random.
Yeah.
You have to be really good to
this one
remaster
is
stuff the
that.
correct
Like
way.
I think they're taking the cue of what Vicarious Visions did and then just doing that again, essentially. Like if it's ain't broke.
What company's doing
I
it
can't
though?
remember.
Are they good enough to do it? Because like I remember Capcom outsourced Resident Evil 3 to a fucking
Yeah.
right some fucking Hong Kong studio slap some paint on it. It was not good.
Mm.
So like I don't want to see that shit.
By a developer called Iron
do it
Galaxy,
right.
who made
Oh, I know about them.
I don't think
they're,
Alan Galaxy's around.
they're Swedish, right? They're from Sweden.
what did you say, Tom?
I thought Iron Galaxy just shut down recently.
No.
Are they Swedish?
But no, they're in Illinois.
Interesting. I don't
But
know where I got
it
that
seems to
from.
me like they're support. They're a support. Like they do ports and support work rather than full game.
Okay.
The only like full games I can see they've done is Rumbleverse and Killer Instinct.
Oh yeah, a month ago they laid off 66 employees.
Well, now they're making Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4.
That's just fucking
They
ridiculous.
did. The game crash cannot come soon enough.
Yeah, probably because they hired 67 people for the rush or the final push, and then
they weren't really a big studio too.
They did the port for The Last of Us Part 1 on Windows. Wasn't that like a disaster or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Really
and
bad.
Also, I don't like the fact that they're charging $60 for this bitch. It's like it's a remaster. It's got to be $30.
There's the rumor that the GTA 6 is going to be $100 when it comes out.
Oh well,
Standard.
I pay FIFA 100. Like
US,
standard
right?
for me, like it's standard is 100 pretty
US,
much
yeah.
nowadays.
That's rough.
I'll pay. Yeah,
paying
but
$100 for
if that
GTA,
game
that's
lasts
crazy.
as long as the last GTA, like fucking 10 years worth of content, that's a deal, right?
10 years of content. 10 years of
How long
content.
is
Well, I
GTA
mean, because
5?
of the RPG, because the open world, right?
Yeah.
Because of
I mean,
the,
once you play the story, you play the story. That's it.
I'm talking about
They-
but online
Oh,
version, right? They keep supporting it. Like people
but
like that.
But online is all pay to win shit.
Yeah,
So I'm not
that's
going to
a
deal
good
with
point.
You
that.
don't think $100 is worth it for a
No,
really if it's
absolutely
really good though?
Absolutely not.
So, Prag, what did you think of Nosferatu the Vampire from 1979, directed by Werner Herzog?
But
I liked it. I was worried when I started watching it. I'm like, is this going to be like really fucked up and bad? And like, I really enjoyed it actually when I was done. You have to be in a mood for a movie like this. It's something you're gonna like. It's a chill movie, actually. It's very chill. It's very calm. It's not scary.
No.
There's scary like visuals and stuff. It's creepy, but like it's really. I would love. You know what I'm gonna do with this? Time goes to waste. I'm gonna make a Vizzy from the right because there's so
That
many
makes
cool
sense. That makes
visuals,
sense.
right?
Makes
Like
sense,
if next
yeah.
time I'm. But you know, like if I ever get the ability to do shows again, which is not, who knows, maybe not. Probably I've been taken off the air before, and probably again will happen. But I would love to use the images from this to do a vampire Vizzy or whatever the fucking thing is, because it's really cool visual. It's like very stark and interesting. So yeah, I think it's an 80 from me, and the color is
That's wrong show. Wrong show.
butterscotch. Listen, that
Okay.
show is on hiatus. I have to give my color wheel somewhere. It's butterscotch.
Okay. No.
What are we giving the colors
Sometimes-
now?
Let him do it. Let him do it.
Sometimes I review in color because
Yeah,
I
let 'em
close
do it.
my
Let 'em do
eyes
it.
and I think about a film and I see a color, JC, and I
Yeah.
some sort of
I don't know how your
synesthesia
colors are
or
green, then.
synesthesia or whatever.
This is
I
the
don't know.
greenest
And
movie
so
of all time. Are you giving it yellow?
I don't. It's coming to me.
Butterscotch.
I'm not giving it. It's coming to me.
He gave it
right?
an 80,
You know what I'm saying?
and butterscotch is over him.
I don't
Okay.
pick butterscotch. Butterscotch is picked for me and
So it's a
presented to me,
butterscotch
and then I
80.
tell you about it.
It's a
Yeah.
butterscotch 80.
Butterscotch.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
why.
All right, so you have to
thought this
imagine the
movie
number in your
was-
head, and the number is a
Yeah.
butterscotch color. I see.
Right.
All right, Tom. What did
I
you?
thought this movie was
rate this
She
one?
did Flame Princess.
was pretty okay. Again, I thought there was a lot to like and a lot to not like. That's why it was very middling for me. But I did enjoy watching it. It was a cool movie just to have on. I could see it being on and be like, oh, cool, just leave it on and do
Yeah, just
random
leave it on.
bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Like,
never
it
gonna
has
watch
a
the
cool,
original, are you?
If you make me watch the fucking original, I'll watch it.
That's a perfect movie to have in the background because it's a silent
yeah, 'cause
film.
it's just silent. Yeah.
What were you saying? Sorry, I interrupted you.
It's it has a good vibe to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very much a vibe guy.
Yeah, so I would rate it probably a 70.
Yeah, it's good.
And I would recommend it. And my color is going to be gray, but with an E instead of an A.
E,
Like Christian Grey.
Yeah.
Gray with an E,
Yeah.
like a Earl Grey,
However you take it.
like the tea bag. Like when you get an Earl Grey bag of tea at the airport, it's like that got that gray, but it's
Yeah.
a little light gray, and
Yes.
it's like a creamy gray.
Correct,
Okay, I
correct,
see the color
yeah.
now.
I want
Thank
to know,
you.
what did we give the 24?
I love colors.
Because what did we give the 24
I don't fucking know.
scores? I don't remember. For some
What do we
reason,
give the what?
the last
the
one.
2024 version, like what scores did we give it?
Oh, I don't ever remember
'Cause,
exactly. I liked it.
I
I
think I
definitely
give
give
it
like
like
a
70.
5 or
Yeah.
something.
Something.
Because I'm going to give this a 75. I'm going to split the difference between you guys, and that's what I was thinking anyway.
Yeah.
I liked it. I really liked it, honestly.
No. No. I don't want you to tell me
Yeah.
what color it is. I want you to close your eyes and see what color they send to you, and then tell me what you see. And the shade. Now, really, just open your mind. Don't think about it. Just let it come to you.
Respect the process, please.
Lime green.
Okay.
We'll accept that.
You happy
We'll
with that?
accept that. That's beautiful. Yeah, because I love it when you put a shade on it too. It's a lime green. Beautiful. It's not just green.
That's what
right? I don't like when people just shoot green at me. Like, what kind of green? There's so many variations of green. Spearmint? Is it, you know what I'm like? I would go, is it key lime green or is it lime green? Or is it the skin? Is it the skin or the interior of the lime? You know what I'm saying? Is it like the outside of the lime or the inside? So this is things that we're going to work on.
Lime green.
But we're going to add this. Lime green. Perfect. All right.
I like limes. They're yummy.
The raid has been canceled. Who are we going to raid?
We are raiding a possible future guest. If we can get him on, that'd be great.
We'll lock him in time.
Who?
Duncan did
you
it.
guys can book some guests.
Duncan.
I'm persona non grata on this thing, so probably they just say no to me right off rip.
Who'd you say?
We're gonna rate Duncan did it. He's doing a streamathon.
Is he
right
live?
Now.
Like, listen, I don't know what's going on with Duncan did it, but like he told me he wasn't feeling well this morning because I was supposed to go on Monday to do a tech thing, like show people how to do stuff.
You did, didn't you?
Wanted to tell, and then he said, like, can you come on later in the week because I'm not feeling well, and then he hasn't been on all day. So I'm like, I sent him a DM, like, are you okay, bro? Like, what's going on over there? So let's rate him. Yeah, that's great.
W.
JC has no idea.
I don't know who
about.
this person is.
He's a very funny person.
Okay.
He's a sweetie. He's been streaming for 3 months. He does improv stuff. He's an older gentleman. Funny. He knows about acting. I feel like he's done acting in the past.
Yeah, me
like,
too. Yeah.
I think he's mentioned something like that. And like he tries to be innovative and like he's different characters.
Okay.
And like it's good.
He's so funny.
I'm happy to support him.
Yes. So go say hi to Duncan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
No worries. Have a good one.
Thank you.
I got cheer because I don't watch it.